the sacrifices and the sleepless nights, will they serve me well? Only time will tell. I just keep on praying that I'll find my way if I go through hell. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. All the sacrifices and the sleepless nights, will they serve me well? Only time will tell. I just keep on praying that I'll find my way if I go through hell. Only time will tell. Only time will tell.
Man, here we go again. I tried to told y'all. Yeah. P. Diddy, baby. This guy he cooked. He might be a done deal, bro. For real. So now we got HSI, which stands for Homeland Security Investigation, raiding P. Diddy's homes in Miami and Los Angeles. The feds raiding 2 of your homes simultaneously. Put your kids in handcuffs. Come with a SWAT team like you a bank robber. They all on the back of the truck, rolling up in this nice gated community, kicking your door, Mr. Diddy. Whew. Now, everybody out there know the feds only come when they got you. When it's solid as a rock. They got what, a 90% conviction rate or something crazy? Like when you cross their hair, when you in their target, they get you. And they don't waste these resources on people they can't get. So that's the first thing first. They done kicked in doors, man. So it's pretty much over at that point. And then the alleged sex trafficking, domestic violence, and racketeering. They saying they had 4 Jane Doe witnesses and 1 John Doe witness in New York that told them some shit that led to all of this, right? So I'm gonna start it with Lil Rod, like I've said in my previous one. So when Lil Rod's lawsuit came about, he dropped a bunch of gems that then directed them back to Cassie, right? And once back at Cassie, she had some other directions for him to go. That's what it seemed like. And now they got some word. There's some word out there, some evidence. There's something out there that they need to get and that is still available. So therefore, this is how you get a bunch of raids at the same time to get. So anyway, here we go. Feds kicked the door. Boom. They get 2 of his sons. I believe they said it was like one of his daughters or something like that. Handcuff him, pull him out in the yard. They saying the house is like registered to Bad Boy Productions, who is then registered into his daughter's name. So it's not actually in his name. And that's smart. You would think I mean, I would assume that they couldn't touch it if it's not in his name, and all the money he been losing lately, and he know they about to get him. So he got shit in his kid's name already, so that's cool. I mean, at least his actions ain't gonna mess them up. You know what I mean? They still have a little something. Anyway, so the guy is nowhere to be found though. Where is P. Diddy? He out here. So they got his kids. They have both his cribs. Ain't nobody said nothing about New York. I kind of heard they hit New York too, but I ain't see nothing of that. But anyway, what I did see is footage of P. Diddy pacing back and forth somewhere. They say he was at some airport. They say he was at some custom office. I don't know where he was. He was just pacing back and forth. It could have been an old video, and I don't know. But then I see like somebody has tracked his flight pattern or whatever. You never know if this stuff is real, you know. So I'm looking at it though, and they saying that his flight, his private jet has landed and headed towards Cape Verde and landed somewhere in like Barbados or somewhere. I don't know. But then they were saying like they found the plane there, but then afterwards TMZ put this video out of him pacing back and forth. So they're like, no, he didn't go on a run or whatever. But where is he then? It's been damn near 24 hours. I ain't seen P. Diddy nowhere. Is he on Instagram? Is he talking about this anywhere? Like, what are y'all talking about, Iran? Or what are y'all talking about? I'm right here. I ain't throw my kids under the bus. What do you mean? I ain't heard none of that. Where is he? That's the biggest question I got. And another question I got is, what did they find? What what kind of evidence y'all think they done found in here? Because he's being compared, like with the charges that he got, he's being compared to Epstein, R. Kelly, Bill Cosby. It's crazy, bro. They done hit him with the FRICO for real. Ain't this a bitch? I said that last time, man. Your boy got himself a FRICO, man. I ain't never thought we'd see nothing like this, but I think it's crazy because we just saw this with Epstein. But I just don't think we be thinking it's going to be like our prominent black celebrities. You know what I mean? But imagine all the people that's shaking in their motherfucking boots right now. If this is like Epstein and he did actually have footage of people compromised to blackmail them. Now, if that was the case, and there's real shit out there on whoever, there's real shit out there on LeBron, real shit out there on Cuba Gooding Jr., not just these allegations that this guy threw out. I mean, real shit out there. And then I guess you can, your imagination can take you, the list can go on and on of people that could possibly be exposed behind this. And it's going to be some of your favorite people. and man, so like I said before, man, the saga continues with this here. 50 Cent wasn't bullshitting, man. And 50 Cent is on fire. This dude is relentless. I mean, when it comes to, you better not cross 50 Cent. Simple as that. Same with old Miss Fonnie Willis down in Georgia. You can't she crossed Trump, and then all kinds of hell start breaking out for her. But anyway, that's a different topic. Your boy 50 Cent is relentless. He talking about it ain't Diddy do it now, it's Diddy's done. And you know what I mean? He's like, I told y'all this a movie when he seen that Diddy's plane was leaving the country. So it's like, bro, where is Diddy? At some point you gotta come and stand up for your name. Like, bro, what y'all talking about? Put some respect on my name, you know what I'm saying? You saw what Birdman did, bro. At some point you gonna have to demand that respect on your name, or you just gonna bow out and run and not face none of this. Cause I mean, that's telling me this is all true. Everything we hearing is true. And it's so crazy because if you got shit out, they say you shouldn't throw stones if you live in a glass house or whatever, right? If you got shit out there, like, why didn't he settle with Cassie way before she went public on him? If he knew the amount of shit that will fall on him oh man, it's crazy. Like, I mean, I guess he felt like he was on top of the world and he's the man and this and that, and he's in control. So I guess he probably couldn't see the tables turning on him. But now, man, when them tables turn, bro, they turn. They turn so far they done changed the pause. Last episode I said P. Diddy put the P in pause. They done changed that to no Diddy now. Ain't that a bitch? No Diddy. Unbelievable. So yeah, man, with that being said, man, I think I'm gonna sit back and wait on Diddy, man. Where he at? I wanna know where he is and what he's doing and what he gotta say about this, and I'm gonna keep watching, and it's gonna be more. I promise you. It's coming. It's like that snowball is rolling, and it's rolling downhill, and it's getting bigger and bigger, and more motherfucking snow about to pile up on it, and it's gonna get ugly for Mr. Diddy, Mr. Combs. But I'm gonna keep a close eye, and we're gonna see what's happening. Did his plane land in another country that won't extradite him? Is he on the run, or is he just chilling in Manhattan somewhere, waiting to be indicted? Is his lawyers telling him to stay off of the social media? What is it? Where is he? That's what I want to know. But let's get right back into what we're going to talk about next. So, what I want to talk about a little bit is this eclipse that's about to happen on April 8th, 2024. Have y'all heard about this? So, there's a eclipse coming soon, in about a week or so. And it's gonna track this path across the United States. And it's gonna be, this type of eclipse hasn't happened. Well, the way the path is with this hasn't happened in over like 400 years or something crazy. This only happens like every 400 years. It's pretty crazy. They're saying like it's some significant things. Like apparently this path will cross over 8 cities with the exact same name or something. Begins with an N, I think. Navia, or whatever. I thought that was pretty crazy. Then I hear people saying, like, there'll be 3 days of darkness. And then I hear other people saying, like, why is the government putting out a warning? Then it made me think about some things like, they did close school and say that they were going to be, it was trying to like trying to prevent the headache that's going to be around like traffic and all of that stuff. They just said, we'll just cancel school that day. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, man, these kids, they get out of school for anything nowadays. I didn't really pay too much attention to it. Now, I heard about it, and somebody told me that there'll be 3 days of darkness, and I just laughed it off like, bro, get out of here. It's going to be dark for like 3 minutes. And that's it. We're going to move on with our day. Then I start thinking, bro, like, this is how shit happens. And I do get entertained by this type of conspiracy, if you will. What? Nobody knows what's going to happen. So is this an opportunity for somebody to make something happen? Like when the moon blocks the sun for that long, is this an opportunity? They're worried about solar flares, maybe. They're worried about they saying the power grid could get blown up because of over usage. Apparently, like, I guess what they're thinking is when the moon blocks the sun, it'll stop working for solar panels. So all of the people that use solar panels will then use the regular grid on top of everyone else that already uses the regular grid. And it's going to be overwhelming, they think. I guess. I don't know. But they have declared emergencies in several different places across the country ahead of this. And they're saying it's because it's going to be for, like, traffic. They're saying the traffic is going to be crazy and this and that. And that. But I don't know if it's just conspiracy guys or what, but I heard people say there's warnings that people need to have at least 2 weeks worth of food and water. They're saying they don't know what's going to happen when this eclipse happens. What? You would think it's just like every other eclipse, but I guess since it's tracking a certain way, and this path is, I believe they're saying it's biblical. The same path happened in the Bible at some point. And yeah, they're saying this is like the coming of Jesus, or Jesus is talking to us. And he's about to do something and nobody knows what's going to happen. And there's a bunch of different stories out there. But here's, I always got a question. Here's my question. What are we going to do if it is Jesus coming back? Ain't nothing nobody can do. You just got to be ready right now. And you don't know what's going to happen out there. We don't know much about this universe. We don't know what this moon and the sun is capable of doing. With the moon blocks the sun, and that triggers something, and the sun just blows up. You know, we don't know what the hell is out there or what could happen. You know, that might block the sun, and now you can't see the alien invasion. And now when the sun do come back out, it's millions of spaceships in the sky ready to obliterate us. We don't know what the fuck. We don't know what's going to happen. So I'll be so nervous and stressed out about that stuff. Okay, I ain't saying don't be prepared, because it's probably a good idea to be prepared for the grid to go down. But it's another thing to be just paranoid and nervous all the time. Like, I hear about this and I ain't get paranoid or nervous. I just got a little interested, and I wanted to dig a little bit on it and kind of try to find out why people started to think like this. And what is it about this one and the significance of it only occurring like every 400 years? Like, this path crosses with another eclipse that crossed the United States a couple years ago. And I really think it double crosses. So 2 paths cross the United States, and now this one is crossing through both of those, and it's leaving X intersections. Like, so there's a city that is directly in the middle of the X. And they're saying it's probably gonna be the I guess you call it the darkest point or something. That's where you're gonna experience the eclipse the most there. And apparently that's where the most impact will happen from something. I don't know. Now, do we all go out there? I don't want to. At least this is in the back of my mind, so that at least we ain't out there just completely off guard. At least you thought about it a little bit. So then, if something do happen, you just jump into that mode, man. But I don't think people need to go out and buy all the bread and milk and shit, because we're about to have an eclipse. I think you should probably just get right with your God if you that fearful, and be ready. You know what I mean? So this has been the Pass the Peace podcast. I am your host, Dante Behannon. And until next time, I just want y'all to be safe out there, man. Peace.
All the sacrifices and the sleepless nights, will they serve me well? Only time will tell. I just keep on praying that I'll find my way if I go through hell. Only time will tell. Only time will tell.